Something that we have to keep in mind is the idea or concept of analogy, metaphor, symbolism. Communion itself carries a heavy symbolic act, but yet it is also something real itself. But what tends to happen when we think about concepts and terms like analogies, sometimes the analogy becomes the thing itself. And what happens then is it's very difficult to separate the meaning of what it's communicating to us and showing us with the analogy that was given to us for it. A really great example of this that C.S. Lewis uses is music. If I was to hold up a sheet of music with all the notes and all the lines, if you were in school and you learned every good boy does fine, and I said, here is music, many people would agree and said, yes, that is music. But it's not music. It's instructions for music. It's the sheet of music that represents the real thing. And I think everyone would agree if you just said, hey, let's look at a sheet of music. Oh, isn't it beautiful? That's very different than, say, listening to Mozart or Bach and hearing all of the orchestra come together. And so the analogy or the symbolism that represents the real thing can't ever be the replacement for it. And when we're talking about Scripture and we're looking at these things, we have to remember the analogies and the symbolisms cannot replace. We have to actually bring them to remembrance, act them out, be a part of them to see the fullness and the real thing come, and not attach it just simply to the analogy and keep them separated.